Hi, everybody. It's Emily. Welcome back. I hope you guys had a great week. So this week, I wanted to talk about how yesterday, technically today, because I'm filming this on Wednesday, is National Coming Out Day. And I thought I'd kind of like go over and let you guys know in detail how I came out. And I also wanted to talk about, which gets talked about a lot apparently about me, and like I've heard and people ask me about, is maintaining and keeping a positive attitude, which I am a very positive person, and like how I kind of kept that up even during the downtimes, because there are downtimes and not everybody can be as happy and positive as all the time. So I'm gonna let you guys know how I at least handle that. Um, so with National Coming Out Day, I came out on to my family first. I came out to my mom via email, and I drafted an email and it took about a month to kind of draft it out. I did actually post it in Reddit. If you guys want to go look that up, you guys can just look it up. I'm trying to think how I can look it up. I'll actually put a link in the description down below of my coming out letter that I shared on Twitter. Not Twitter, sorry, on Reddit. So it'll link you to where I sent it on Reddit. It took me a while to draft this email. I sent it to my mom first in November of 2015. Basically just stating everything, and, coming out to my mom, it was like the first big person I'd done it to. I had come out to some friends before this, like years ago. But this was me actually coming out and knowing I was going to transition and I was going to do something about it. After that, there was kind of a lull in my coming out. After that, I came out to my dad. And I sent my dad an email. Nope, that's false. I came out to my sister. And my sister was great about it. My sister's still great about it. I sent her a little message about it, and my mom told her as well, and she showed her the email. And yeah, it was fine. She was fine with my sister. So then I emailed my dad because I was very worried about my dad. My dad, when you're their only son, and this is something that, oops, sorry. It was hard for me to do it, and I knew it would be hard in the other way. So I did send the email. I changed it up a bit, but I did send it, and I got a really beautiful response back that touched me, and I thought it was really great. And he was right on board right away, and it just really, really felt good. From there on out, though, after my family, obviously, a bunch of my friends didn't know. The rest of my family didn't know. Work didn't know. I still had a little progress to go, and I had been on HRT at that point for almost 4 or 5 months, and changes were starting to show. So, it got to the point where I had to start wearing a sports bra to work, because if I didn't, through my t-shirt or whatever shirt I was wearing, you could see I had clearly the indications of growing breasts, and I knew something had to be done quickly. Excuse me, guys. So I had made a point that as of December or Christmas of 2016 of that year, I would be coming out permanently and going full time. So with that, I talked to my parents about setting up a time to tell the rest of my family, which ended up being around October. But prior to that, near the middle of September, beginning of October, I actually told all my Facebook friends. I posted a really nice post on Facebook, just telling everybody kind of what I told my parents, but a little more friend wise, not going into crazy amounts of detail as I needed to. But just letting them know what was happening. Emily and I had made a new Facebook profile and come over to my new Facebook page. I felt it was easier to start from scratch. I didn't think that I needed to be reminded of my old profile or any new photos and go over that. I just thought anybody could come over. Anybody who didn't, whatever. It's not like I would see it. I would just deactivate that profile after like a month. I actually get the profile 6 months just in case, and I did deactivate it. So then my family was told, my mom's family first, and they all took it great. Everything went fine. Then my dad's family was up next, and unfortunately my grandmother, who was very, very close to, passed away, and it was very hard for me, especially it was a week before she was due to find out about my transition and that I was transitioning, and it kills me that she never got to know who I am and the happier person that I am today with it. And it really kind of kills me. Like today I heard a voicemail from her that was saved on my phone I didn't know about, and it killed me, and I broke down a little bit. So, that's tough, and that was really tough on me. And then we waited a little bit after that because obviously with that going on, it wasn't, the best situation. But I ended up telling them after that, and everything went fine. No issues, really. And then came the time to talk with work. At that point, I had been working with HR, but not my coworkers. Before I left for intercession, I ended up talking to my coworkers and going over everything with them a little bit for who I knew and like my main manager. I'd taken a week off after Christmas so they can go over with anybody. So if anybody had any concerns, they could address it without me in the room, which is fine. Nobody did. And it just kind of went fine from there. Obviously, it was like a hard pace going from, 2 weeks ago I was, male working and now I'm female. But it was funny because most people didn't even recognize, some people didn't even recognize me, and they thought that was a new hire, and I just kind of went with it. But yeah, it was, it went fine. Those were my experiences with coming out. Everybody seemed to be taking it well. I had a very positive experience. Like I've told you guys many times before, I was very fortunate and very lucky. I understand that many people are not as fortunate as me, and I feel for you, and I wish you the best of luck. Also, for me, I get a lot of questions asking about how I maintained a positive outlook during my transition and just positivity in general while transitioning, because I've had some tough things happen. I've had, people talk to me and talk down to me or insult me, and and it's happened, and it's bound to happen. I think it happens to everybody at one point. It's not something that, is never going to happen. If it never happens, that's awesome. But, it's sad that it's not something that has to happen or will happen. But the way, honestly, I keep my positivity is I don't let anybody else believe in me except for me. I have great friends, great family who love me and support me, but I support me, and that's how I get through. My friends always tease me that I always go Emily is awesome. Why wouldn't I be awesome? I'm amazing. It's because I tell myself that enough during the day that I believe it and that others believe it. And I think that's the way I kind of go about it. And for me, saying that gives me the energy to keep going forward, and to the point where I believe it. And, frankly enough, others start to, and, it's just kind of, just how it works. For me, my positivity has been greatly influenced by my friends as well. Like I said, they always are there for me, and they always giving me the best advice or telling me how pretty I am. And honestly, you guys are part of that too. You guys help me so much. I'm glad that I can give back to you, and anything you guys find helpful, I say. But you guys help me too. When I see your beautiful comments or something nice about me, it boosts me up again. And then, I can, fill that with myself. And, it's very helpful, and I do appreciate it. But yeah, so you guys, in terms of positivity, just know yourself. And look at yourself in a positive light. It doesn't matter, if somebody else doesn't think you're beautiful. If you think you're beautiful, they will think you're beautiful. If you say, yeah, I know because I'm gorgeous, that's why. Or just tell people, how awesome you are all the time. It'll just start making you awesome, right? I didn't think it would work, but it worked. See, right there. And you just keep going with it. but that's honestly what gets me through. And if I didn't have that and I didn't do that, I sometimes wonder like how I would bring my positivity and energy through on places. But I try to keep it up, and I so far it's been working well for me, so I don't drop it, and I love it, and it's true because I do love me. I've said it enough where I love me, and I do love me now, and I should be this positive and happy. I worked very hard for it. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this week. Next week I'm gonna be in Disney World, yay! But don't worry, guys, you're still getting a video. I'm going to pre-record something for you this week, for that week, and you guys will be getting a Q&A with my new lady friend Juliana. So you guys will meet Juliana. So I hope you guys are excited about that. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great week. Don't forget to subscribe and watch any other videos you haven't seen yet. Also, check out my Instagram. There's great pictures on there. I took some pictures of some cool new leather jacket I got. You guys should see that because I've pretty much decided. I don't know. I changed my Halloween costume to Jessica Jones. Let's just say that. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.